Coach Boeheim should be joining us shortly. Thank you.
All right, Susie, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
All right, let's go ahead.
First of all, Rutgers is a really good defensive team. They're really got a lot of good players. Defense, got the big guys in the back. I thought when we executed, we really got some good shots, some good looks. They we caught them switching and doubling, and we got layups. Thought Kadari did a really good job first game on the road against a really good team. Quincy, we've known that he can make threes. He just, he hasn't, but he showed tonight that he can do it in games. Marek got us off to a good start. I think our biggest problem is defensively. We get screened, or we just aren't doing a good job at the front of the zone. And when they get in, the forwards are not doing a good job of helping Marek in the lane. Guys shouldn't be able to get layups, and that's on the forwards to get back in there and help. I thought we made a really good move back at the end of the first half, down 10 to get it to 4, and made some really good plays. And during the 3-point game, when we got it up to get up 3, we still messed up 2 transition plays, just losing the ball in transition, and you can't do that against a really good team. And we gave ourselves an opportunity to win, and then we made 2 or 3 bad plays, and our defense broke down, and their point guard got all the way to the basket and got 2 layups. The one thing that hurts us with Marek in the middle, we really have no shot blocking ability there. When a little guard comes in, that's where Barama does help us. But again, there was a lot of positive things. First road game against a good team. It's never easy to lose, but there was a lot of positive things that you can take away from this, things that we can work on to get better. But hurts not having Barama and Buddy down here. This is a tough game, and we could have used both those guys. But it's been a good experience for Kadari to get a lot of playing time, and I think he's really made some good strides. He's not quite ready to play 37 minutes. He gets tired, but I think these games have really helped him. I think it's put him in a good position. But we've got to play better. Questions?
Thank you, Coach. Just a reminder to please use your raise your hand function to ask a question. Our first one will be from Stephen Bailey.
Hey, Jim, I know you've talked a little bit about how the lack of practice time has affected the team early this year. Had a couple of quick turnarounds these last 3 games. Now you get a few days before BC. How much do you think that lack of prep time hurt you tonight, and what does having
it
a few
always
days
hurts
do
you.
for them?
It's hurt us all along, and we don't get a lot of prep time for BC because we have to take Wednesday off. It's a mandatory day off. So we have 2 days of prep time for Boston College. No, the 20 days, We won't get that back. And well, after Boston College, we have a week. So we hopefully that will help us, but you never get that back. Those 20 days, you never get them back. That was a lot.
Our next question will be from Mark Larson.
Hey, Coach, you mentioned Kadari, how much he's benefited from Buddy not being there. Can you talk a little bit more about how his confidence has grown in those 2 games, and also how long do you think it'll take Buddy to kind of get back?
About 2 days. Buddy will be back by Saturday. He works out. He's worked out every day. He's lifted, he's run, he's done all the things. Have 2 full days of practice with us Thursday, Friday, and he'll be back. He'll be ready, but it hurts. Time off, it hurts. No question about it.
Our next question is from Patrick Gunn.
Hey, Coach. You talked a lot about the guards, but today they just both kind of struggled to score. Gerard continued his struggles again, and then Kadari only had a couple 6 points. So, how do they need to? What do they need to do better to get?
Well, they had 13 assists, so they were making plays, which is good. Kadari's not going to score a lot, I don't think, but he made plays and made some steals. He did some good things. I don't look for him to be a big scorer. I think Joe took, he got frustrated, took a couple of long threes, and Allen took a couple of long threes that we can't take. Those are not good shots. But yeah, they're guarding him. They're not going to, wherever he is, there's going to be a guy on him trying to get him off the line. That's what everybody's going to do. He's going to see that all year. He's got to play through that. And there's some games he might not get shots. North Carolina last year, in the end of the year, he had one shot, made 3 points, but he had 9 assists and no turnovers, and his defense was better. His defense was really bad tonight. They drove on him consistently the whole night. A little bit on Kadari too, but they drove Joe consistently all night. And he can't get lost up in the fact that he's having a bad offensive game and let it affect his defensive game. He's got to be better on defense, period.
Our next question will be from Mike Waters.
Jim, you mentioned the defense earlier. What's the biggest problem right now? Is it like some of the inexperience guys like Allen and Kadari have in it, or are you missing Buddy and Barama?
No, it's we're getting beat at the guard spot, but then we're not able to cover up in the back. When Barama's there and we're exit forward, we're bigger. We have a better chance to cover up. We've got Allen back there, and Quincy, they're not shot blockers. So we need to do a better job of helping with our forwards when they get in there, because Marek's got a 6'11", 250-pound guy down there he's worried about. For the most part, we did a pretty good job on the big guy back down there. It was overall was good and pretty good, but we let Jacobs get in the lane too easy, and that really hurt us. Our defense was okay, but they had 55 points with 7 minutes to go. I mean, once we start pressing, we can't press anybody. We can't press a pair of pants. So, that's a desperation move. We're going to try, but we can't press. It's pretty obvious. And, we have to be better defensively early. But the main problem was a couple of times we didn't get the long rebounds, and the guard got in the lane too many times. People are going to make some threes. That's going to happen. But we were able to overcome that. And when we got the lead, the guard got in the lane three times, and they got 3 layups. I mean, that just can't happen. Our defense has to be better there. And it's beating the guards, but it's also the forwards have got to be there and help.
Next question is from Matthew Gutierrez.
Hey, Jim, thank you for your time. With Quincy, I feel tonight, especially, best offense for you guys was him just working in ISO, working hard for his own shot, playmaking for other guys. Is that something you want to replicate moving forward?
Well, he got his threes off a pick and pop. He didn't have to make his own shot. Joe and Kadari got him in this ball screen. They doubled and they got him the ball and he made threes. And then on the elbow play, he got a ball reversal and he had the center playing him. So he should, that's a driving situation. He took advantage of that. But he can make threes. And again, that's a big part of his game if he can make threes. Now, the other part is then he fell in love with that. He got 0 offensive rebounds tonight because he was out on the three-point line. He's got to be able to mix it up, get a couple threes, but he's also got to get in and rebound the basketball. He's had 4, 5, 6 offensive rebounds every game, and tonight he had 0. So he's got to mix it up and be able to do both. I thought Moret got off to a great start, and he kind of wasn't aggressive offensively for a while. He kind of just kind of got conservative. He's got to be a little bit more aggressive offensively. But, we messed up a couple transition bucket plays when we had the lead, and you just can't do that against a good team on the road or any place, home or on the road. And they're a good team. They shot well. They did a good job attacking. We did force them into some turnovers, 17, I think. But, they're going to get an advantage on the boards. When we're at Marquette Center, we're going to have problems on the boards against good rebounding teams. It's just the way it's going to be. But our young centers are nowhere near ready to play. And, we see that every day in practice. So I thought John Bold did a pretty good job in there. He moved around. He got a rebound. He made a couple good passes, drew a charge. I thought he did some positive things out there.
Next question is from Anthony DeBundo.
Hey, Jim. They applied a lot of ball pressure early on, and you kind of made the switch where Kadari was bringing the ball up a lot more. How was he able to kind of get through that and get you guys into the offense in the latter part of the first half?
Well, he's going to bring it up sometimes with Joe, and Joe's going to bring it up sometimes. We're going to mix it up, but they both can do that. The ball pressure didn't bother us. The double teams didn't really bother us. We got what we wanted, half court. We got a lot of easy shots. We got a lot of open shots that we didn't make. We had the lead even before. I mean, I think Woody's been really good, but he had the same 3 open, he had 3 wide open shots, and he just, didn't make them. He made those. But that's going to happen with a freshman. I thought Allen had a couple good looks from the 3. I thought Joe had a couple, and, shots you got to make. We made some, but we didn't make enough.
Next question is from Matt Hausworth.
Hey, Jim, between now and Saturday, what do you need to see out of your guys to make you feel a little bit better about the game against Boston College?
I feel really good right now from what I've seen. We're 4 games in, and we've done a lot of good things. It's difficult playing without Barama and Buddy, but, we're going to. Ryder was ahead the whole game at St. John's tonight. Bryant is beaten by people scoring 100 points. They're pretty good. Those teams are better than people would want to give them credit for. But the Ryder game's a good indication of when we really play well and move the ball, and we can do some good things. But this is a good team we played. We're down 10 and came back and took the lead on their court. That's good. We did make mistakes, and you make mistakes every game, win or lose. But I'm very happy with what we're doing. If I thought if somebody told you you're not going to have Buddy and you're not going to have Barama, I wouldn't have been coming down here. Buddy's playing at a very high level, and Barama was playing the best I've ever seen him play. It's unfortunate. Those things do happen, and you try to make the best of them. But we did have a couple good practices before, but not many. And, hopefully we can get a couple more good ones in. And then after the Boston College game, we can get home and have 4 or 5 good practices, hopefully, before we play our next game. But we need the practices. You just don't have the defensive rotations that you'd like. You have freshmen, 2 new players out there. who, trying to learn what we're doing on defense and offense, and it's not that easy. And when you don't practice for 17 days, I think it was 17 now, well, I'm happy we're in the position we're in right now.
We have time for one more question. That will be from Dan Tortor.
Jim, just what you could say assessing Alan Griffin's play in the first 4 games of the season, just what he's meant to the team and what you've taken away from him at this point.
He's a tremendous offensive player. He's just learning all the different things that we do. And he's learning 2 positions, the 2 and the 3, which is very difficult. And he's 4 games in. So I think he's doing really well. I think, it's we're fortunate to have him. He's a good player. But, we need to play better in other spots for sure.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, Coach.